There was this day I shared a video on how to make a still Gari great again, as in Gari that is going flat, crispy. And I was wondering, can Gari be crispy? So I went to Google and I was looking for the word, as in searching whether Gari can be crispy. I didn't find it anyway, but this is what I found. I found a recipe, a written recipe, a blog that gave out recipe for Gari biscuit. Then I decided to give it a try. So I have here 2 heaped tablespoons of margarine, and then I blended my sugar because the person used icing sugar, and when you blend your sugar you can achieve the same thing. I'll just go ahead and mix this nicely together. Then I'll add in 1 cup of flour, and then this is 1 cup of gari as well. I will just go ahead and blend the gari just to make it smoother. I'll then go ahead and add some baking soda, some cinnamon and milk powder. So some of the ingredients are my addition. Okay, I'll leave the link to the blog below so that I can check it. There was also no coconut flakes or desiccated coconut in the recipe that was written, but I decided to add that to it. Stir this nicely until it is well incorporated. Then I'll add in some egg per what the recipe instructed. Now, when I saw the recipe on what to cook for today, that's the name of the blog, I was like, okay, this is interesting. And the person who did it was not even a Ghanaian or an African, it was a Caucasian. And she said she saw it in an African cookbook that she doesn't really have anymore. So yeah, after mixing all the soft ingredients, the wet ones, I added, this the gari, the flour, and all those dry ingredients that I mixed earlier. And I am just going to mix everything together. There was one thing that the author I went to check for out for a person, it was a female, said that this became an addiction. And I'll tell you my own view of that towards the end of the video. So after mixing this nicely, I'll just go ahead, flip over my parchment paper, and then roll this out. Okay, so once that is done, I'll just go in with my cookie cutters and then cut it the way I want it. As I said, there are so many things, some things that I added to the recipe that was not really there. So the recipe, I think she divided the dough into small pieces and then just pressed down on them to get the shape. But this is what I did. Okay, so I'll just go ahead and add some toothpick, use my toothpick to make some holes in there, give it that biscuit vibe and biscuit feel. I then go ahead and insert this in my oven under medium heat for about 15 minutes, and it came out nice. It was delicious, but I don't think this can be my addiction, my personal experience, because a little of it and you are fed up. I could even finish one. I don't know how to put that in English. If no one term, yeah, I think you just get fed up of it. So it's been months since I did this, and as I'm doing the voiceover for this video, it's still lying on my shelf and I don't want to throw it away. So every now and then I can just go and take a little bite and leave it there. So I honestly, because I'm saying I don't see why it can be an addiction, because I read a post or saw something like that, about it being an addiction. But that's my taste. Your taste can be different. It's not something that I'm trying now again. But thank you for watching.